Hello, everybody, and I am so glad to greet you on this Sunday. I am coming to you just to have a conversation. First and foremost, how is everybody doing? How are you coping? How are you maintaining? How are you stabilizing? And I know it's been a difficult time, but nevertheless, this is why I'm coming to you guys. I'm going to be doing these Sunday lives in regards to support, the coming together, just to talk about current events, how you doing, how I'm doing in regards to just life in general. Just have a conversation. So first and foremost, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Elisa, and hi family. Some of my family call me Lisa, so you can call me whatever, Lisa, Elisa, however it goes. But I'm 49, and you guys gonna see me periodically looking down because I'm 49 and I forget. I got all these notes, but I guess I have so much information to share. I'm just going to be sharing however long that I need to share, the duration of whatever, because like I say, right now we're in some turbulent times, and I hear a lot of people on here, that are just talking and supporting and just counseling and however it is, and I enjoy everybody's postings and sayings. So this is what this is about. But anyway, I got 2 kids. I love my kids, 2 young adult children, and they those are my ride and dies. I tell you, my son, he actually helped me, get the tech part going. And my daughter, she did my hair, made makeup. She was like, "Mom, you can't go live looking like that." I said, "Why not?" She was like, "No." So anyway, like I said, those are my ride and dies. And I'm so proud of those 2 because they are Broward Community College. Broward College students. And guess what? They are pre-med majors. I mean, it has been a long time coming for that. That didn't happen overnight, but that's another conversation. We can anybody who can feel my energy that's raising young adult children, breathe. So the pre-med journey, no, that didn't come overnight. So again, that's another conversation. I just want to say that as well. I am a mental health counselor, and I am a behavioral health coach. And I do have a business called Perfect Peace Behavioral Coaching Care. And it's so important that I come to you guys like this because I was asking God, what can I do? What can I do besides, because normally I understand that I just work. I have clients. I'm a mental health community counselor. That entails the community. Before the pandemic, I would meet people out in the community. You meet them wherever. You meet them wherever. I mean, the house, school, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, behind Joe's licking waffles. It's a joke, okay? But literally, seriously, wherever. So that's where I met my clients. But do I enjoy what I do for a living? Sure. Is it rewarding? Sure. Is it challenging? Sure. But nevertheless, I enjoy what I do. So how did I come about to become what I call a helping professional? Well, I've always been God conscious and socially conscious. I grew up that way. My parents are ministers. So, and my grandmother, of course, she's the matriarch of the family. My grandmother is 90 something, and she's such a sweetheart. So it was already surrounded, embedded inside of my soul to become what I call a helping professional. So that's something that I couldn't get away from. But I didn't always want to be a helping professional. I wanted to actually be a fashion model. My mom, that was something that she did. She noticed that, yeah, I had the talent, the ability, so I was able to do that for a few years. And that's what I wanted to do. And not only that, I actually went to college for broadcast journalism. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't wake up one morning saying, okay, I want to be a mental health counselor, or I want to be a helping professional. No, I wanted to be a fashion model, okay? But God said, no, little girl, you're going to do what I asked you to do. So God has a roundabout way to direct you where he wants you to be. I mean, mental health counselor actually came a couple of decades because I was doing case management and some other stuff. So case management is where you assess, refer, and link people. So that's what I was doing. Worked well over 1,000 families, I'm telling you. I started out in what we call it communities and schools. And I worked in schools, and we worked with families. What we call Dillard High Zones, Stranahan High Zones, Board Anderson High Zones. So there was different zones. And it's so much. It's so much. I mean, this is my neighborhood. I'm from Fort Lauderdale. I love it. And born and raised here. Wouldn't change a thing. You know, I'm a home girl. So very down to earth. God has immensely blessed me. So why not give back? Why not give back to the community first? And then it's infectious. So I just, like I said, I'm coming to you guys in support, education, information, because I got 20 years of information, which includes mental awareness, spiritual awareness. I'm talking a lot. So yeah, this is the first connection, the first live, the first communication, conversation that we're gonna have. And I want to talk to you guys about triggers. What does that mean to you? Mood and triggers. I know, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. This has been a very, very interesting. Let me say, I can't even put a word to this year. Interesting. But that's light, you guys. That's not really the word I would like to use, or the language. It's more than interesting. Between the pandemic, the chaotic political process, interesting. The last couple of months alone have been very tough. I've lost loved ones, a few with regards to the coronavirus, just other death-related issues or whatever. But it has been a tough couple of months. Just this week alone, I had a couple of weeks alone, I've had some personal deep issues happen. Some intentional, some non-intentional. Because the problem with me, I don't set boundaries and limits. I'm such an empath, and I take on everybody. Imagine that. Because of being a counselor, you're so empathic that you want to help everybody and counsel everybody, and it sometimes cross cross over into your personal life. So that's where I go wrong. But nevertheless, I try to set boundaries and limits. I'm trying. Work in progress. Work in progress. So how was my mood this week? Frustrating, stressful. I was on 10. My anxieties were not good because, once again, I didn't set boundaries and limits. But I got through it. But I'll talk about that in a minute, how I get through, what types of solutions or coping mechanisms that I present. And then I wanted to just talk to you guys about, in regards to what it's like for you. What is it like for you? You tell me, what is it like for you? Because I tell you, with this pandemic, it has created what I consider anxiety. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm logging into my computer. And I didn't know if I want to explain the definition of anxiety and how does that work. Anxiety is a normal, often healthy emotion. Okay? Sometimes it's normal. You know, you may anticipate an interview. That's normal anxiety. You feel a bit nervous. You know, your heart kind of elevating. Whew, that's the perfect, example of normal anxiety. But anxiety disorder is another whole gamma, which can become a mental health issue. Excessive nervousness, fears, apprehension, and worry. So where are you? Let's just be real. With this pandemic first, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, and that was due to our political, the way it was presented, like, oh, it's just a flu, it's okay. So I really wasn't, I was like, okay, it's cool. But after it got real, after listening to the news and people becoming really sick, and then deaths was like left and right. This was like March, April. Yeah, and then that's when I became, okay, this is real. So yes, did I spend $200 to $400? Remember that everybody was freaking out, buying all this food and toilet paper? I mean, yeah, okay, I was doing that too. I'm telling you, I was on 10. And just a little bit about, I have, for years, I have suffered with anxiety and depression. So it's automatic for me to start. With anxiety, you start overthinking, okay? Let me give you excessive what? Worry, okay? That's overthinking. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. That's it. So the anticipation of death, somebody said, well, I've heard of that saying, it's worth the death itself. Yeah, and that's what I overthink. So being God conscious, I automatic. Okay, God, what is this about? Am I gonna be okay? So yeah, I have conversations with God. And yeah, he's like, okay, daughter, it's cool. You're gonna be all right. Do this, do that. So, there was several different remedies going around, the turmeric teas and the gingers and the lemon and lime. And so I was already just like, I'm going to jump on this because, I have I do have underlying conditions like adult asthma, bronchitis, and hypertension that I'm managing. So I was pretty much healthy, you know, but nevertheless, but you know, the point of it is that anxiety is something that, yeah, that's something that I have to manage during this time. Because as you walk out the door, gloves, mask, hand sanitizer, all of these, it's triggers. And I'm telling you, when this pandemic first hit, I'm like, oh God, did I leave something? Because you were not adjusted to this. This is a new normal. So yes, it creates anxiety. It creates a sense of overthinking, you know. And then after a while, as the months begin to progress, you're okay. Now I'm adjusted to the new normal, the mask. But still, as you walk out the door, for me, I'm gonna tell you, it's a sense of, am I gonna live or die? That's the way my thinking was. And I'm constantly talking to God, conversations with God. You're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And I said, God, God began to tell me some things, but I'm not going to get into all of that. But just when I'm having a conversation with God, the reason why I have conversation, I'm conditioned, guys. I'm conditioned to that. Like I said it from the beginning, being exposed to being God conscious, that's my go-to. That's one of my coping mechanisms. My spirituality is deep. So that's how I'm able to get through anxiety. So understand, guys, if that's what you're experiencing, know it's anxiety. If you're overthinking, if you're worrying, then that's what that is, okay? So another one, depression. Okay, I'm going to talk about depression next. Depression, okay? So let's see. So there are definitely different forms of depression. Okay, depression can be clinical, okay, or it can be situational. Situational is a situation like this pandemic and the political chaos that we're in. You can feel that highs and lows and highs, you know, where it's just a situation. So it will pass. As a mental health counselor, it's deemed as an adjustment disorder because you're adjusting to the situation. So once the pandemic begins to subside, then you start to feel a lot better. You know, you begin to manage the highs and lows. You become stable and at peace. So a lot of times in regards to major depression is when you're excessive, where the low and highs is mostly every day, that you can't seem to manage it, where yeah, you've got to maintain it with the medication, or you're constantly seeking a helping provider like myself. Maybe every 6 months, you know, you're seeing someone. Or no, normally it's every week. With excessive depression, you're seeking somebody every week. So I just want to, guys, give me a second here. I want to talk about the different, my phone. I got this new Mac, so y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Because I tell you, I'm normally a Microsoft type of gal, but I'm sorry. But nevertheless, I'm gonna So here we go. Common forms of depression. Okay, when you're feeling sad, dark moods, worthlessness, and hopelessness. Okay, let's stop right there. Hopelessness. That's the way I be feeling during this pandemic. Hopelessness. Okay, is it ever going to end? I was telling my sister the other day, we were walking on we were at the beach yesterday night, and people were having just a good time, and as we were parking, I was looking at all the folks that were not wearing masks versus the folks that were wearing masks, and it was several not wearing masks. So I was telling my sister, I said, are these people disassociating? Is that how they're coping? Because you can disassociate like this is not happening, or you can be overly obsessive, worry, and say this is happening. Oh God, what am I going to do? So I say it's two types of people. Either you disassociating or you're overly worried. And I'm the overly worried one. I'm sorry. I laugh so that I'm telling you, because that's one of my coping mechanisms as well. Laughter. I laugh and I joke because these are some tough times. But nevertheless, let me continue. Depression also, you also have changes in your sleep. You can't sleep. You lack energy. So tell me, if you guys are feeling this, just let me know. We're going to talk about this. And I'm sorry I can't really comment while I'm talking, but if you want to direct message me, do it. You can, Elisa Williams, you can, because you're on my page or whoever else, we can have a conversation about it. Sure. Major depression. That's clinical, guys. That's clinical. Like I say, that's consistency, when you're consistent. Before the pandemic, some folks this is something they deal with every day. They can't work. They can't enjoy life without a med, without a helping provider like myself to help them cope. That's what I did. I had a session today with a young man, and he has deeper issues, schizophrenia and depression. So, yeah, this is what I do. I help people cope. Counselors, we don't give you answers, but we provide insight, okay? We help you gain the insight you need because we all have insight, okay? We all have it. So we help you cope, support, encourage, and gain the insight you need. Even myself, I've had 4 helping professionals. I've had 4 therapists in my adult life to help me understand what exactly it is that I was, what I was dealing with. I didn't know years ago that I was depressed. I had anxiety. But yeah, they're the ones, or myself, we help you work through it to understand exactly, like I'm trying now to help you guys understand your feelings, your emotions, what you're going through. And in a minute, I'm just going to give you some coping skills because I don't want to bore you. I want to, not only I'm trying to be entertaining, yet providing information and education so that you can work through all of this. So anyway, like I said, you got different forms of depression. You've got bipolar depression. You've got depressive psychosis, prenatal depression. So the internet is a wealth of knowledge. I'm talking about a wealth of information in regards to mental health. Mental health is taboo, okay? People don't like to talk about it. I'm not crazy. No. And I laugh because a lot of times I look on Facebook and a lot of people are venting and they're going, oh, I feel some kind of way. And, being the deeper person I am, yeah, you feel some kind of way, all right. And I started to go, I have a habitual way of looking into people's lives on Facebook. I'm telling you, Facebook is something I really don't tattle with a lot. I should, but I'm off and on and off, because I look at it more as business than social. Some of my friends are great with it. They're social, they're happy. And I'm like, I'm too serious because I take it too serious. Somebody might just post something and I'm like, okay, well, is that really how you feeling? Well, you know, I'm like, okay, so Lisa, stop. So understand, I'm spiritual as well as a helping professional. So it, you know, a recipe of what? So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an overview of that piece, explaining depression and anxiety in regards to the pandemic. I'm not going to even get into the politics. You know what I'm saying? Watch, you know what, a movie you guys can watch? Head of State. Anybody watch that movie? That movie is hilarious, okay? That's exactly what I feel like we're in. Chris Rock, and then we can have a conversation about it, because I'm like, are they for real? Is this really happening here? But, oh well, that's another, like I said, that's another conversation. Anyway, so throughout the weeks, I'm going to be the coach and I'm going to be the client, okay? So to back you guys up, I'm a mental health counselor, okay? That's my day job. As well as I have a coaching company, okay? Which is Perfect Peace Behavioral Coaching Care. I have that as well, okay? Mental health counseling, it endeavors in more clinical, deeper issues, people that have more of a mental illness. So it's more intense. Coaching is the here and now. You know, we set goals. It's less intense, but you know, we still do some work, because there are some folks, like I said, you're situational. You may have situational depression, but yet you have some goals. You like, listen, I want to go back to school. Okay, so we set some goals, but you might say, you know what, I'm feeling some kind of way and I can't really get back to school. Oh, so we work through the depression, and then 8 weeks later, we're going to try to help you at least meet that goal by making some phone calls to a few schools. See, that's what coaching is. You know, it's kind of getting you right there, the here and now, instead of, which counseling is something that is very long term. I've had folks for 2 or 3 years as a counselor, you know, because they're clinically depressed. It's a disease, it's a disorder. So their goals are, they may never meet those goals. Maybe they will. It depends on how they're able to work through those coping skills and the medication. But folks with coaching, a lot of times you're just stuck. Maybe you had, you know, you got married and some children and your goals got pushed behind. So we're going to figure out how to get those goals in order. Or goals could be, maybe you're a hoarder, you know, and you need to just get organized. So those are some of the things that, you know, as a coach, you know, let's make some goals. Like, I'm looking at my, this is pretty much my go-to. I'm going to talk about moods and triggers. Like I was talking about my mood. Okay, how was your mood last week? Because we go week to week, okay? How did you, let me put my glasses on. What was going on? Was your mood negative? Was your mood positive? Okay, so if it was negative, what happened? What was your trigger? Lifestyle change. How was last week like for you? What did you particularly find challenging? What was rewarding about last week? So we create goals, okay? So, hey, self-care. We talk about that. And nutrition, okay? What was your nutritional goals? Were you able to be successful with that goal? Okay. Should we modify those nutritional goals? What about self-care, period? Self-care, guys, is not sleeping, okay? Self-care is enjoying you. Self-care could, you can buy a latest book, watch a movie, take a trip. I was a behavioral health coach for 2 years for a company out of New York, and that's what I did. I had various folks from all over the country, and you talking about people from Fortune 500 companies to just, ordinary folks, housewives. It didn't matter. Goals were different. So this is what I do. And after 8 weeks, if they maintain the program, these people met their goals because they wanted to, because they felt stuck. So again, exercise. If you got an issue and you want to add exercise, that's what we do. Okay? And that's what I would do. I would help you set an exercise regimen, what we need to do, what are those barriers, what are those challenges, work through that. Stress management. How do you get through stress? Right now, I'm going to tell you what I do. And that goes into some solution-focused things that I particularly like to, let's see. I got so much. I'm an information girl, you guys. I love information. I tell my clients every day, y'all not going to get better until y'all, you got to do the homework. And it's good homework. A lot of times people don't like to do the homework. They're like, but it's good stuff. I give affirmations. Let's see. Lots of coping skills. Like, for example, I have something right here. Dealing with negative emotions. This is a good one. Okay, I know you guys can't quite see it, but it's talking about how to get through depression, anxiety. Some of the solution-focused information. So that's where I want to talk to you guys about. Spiritual tools, okay? And then I have basically emotional well-being tools, okay? Some of my spiritual tools, guess what I do? This lovely book my mom actually is a devotional. A lot of people may know about this particular devotional. I love it. It's called Jesus Calling, okay? This one right here. Jesus Calling, okay? I read this every morning. And it gives me it's the peace that I need. Going back, I'm spiritually conscious. Yes, I am. I have a relationship with God. So every morning I read my devotional. I get up about 5 or 6. I read I have a conversation with God. It might take me 2 hours because not only I'm having a conversation about my stuff, but I'm actually having a conversation about other people's stuff, which I'm going to God and I say, God, help my sister, help my brother, help whoever, people that I don't know. I call myself a prayer warrior, okay? So that's something that I do. But it also, it's a tool, my spiritual tools, I have that. So I don't know what faith you are, but I encourage everybody to gain a sense of faith. Have a sense of spiritual traction today. Balance. And that's another conversation that I'm going to talk about in the weeks coming about what I call the wheel of balance. It's like I'm getting there. I ain't quite there yet, but I'm getting there. But anyway, so also reading the Psalms. Psalms are very calming. Psalms in the Bible, just the Bible period, is very relaxing. It calms the anxieties. You become less anxious, less worried. It actually stabilizes your mood. You need all of it. Today, you need spirituality. You need a helping professional. You need your family, good friends, self-care. All of it is in a balance. This is what you need. These are coping mechanisms, okay? Resources. In the field that I'm in is wraparound services, okay? We wrap you around, give you everything you got, because I got folks, let me tell you something, how my day roll out. Sometimes my day, I have a good vibe with my people. We might be talking about, oh yeah, something simple about football or something. Then I might have another hour. I might be having somebody about to commit suicide. And then I got to call my supervisor, the Baker Act team, got you on the phone. So any given day, My, I'm telling you, as a provider, I don't know. So tell me that I have to stay spiritual. My top of my day has to be spiritual because I don't know what exactly I'm going to encounter. Plus my personal life, add that in as well. How about that? Anyway, so that's spiritual solutions. Now, to wrap this on up, I want to give you guys some emotional well-being solutions and tools. Guided imagery. Guided imagery is where you take your mind to a happy place. Now I'm gonna throw something out there, and it might throw. This is gonna give my age away, but you remember, some of you guys remember Calgon, Take Me Away? That commercial, Calgon, please take me away. Whoo! So that's what guided imagery is. You actually think about a situation, not a situation, something happy. A happy vacation, whatever makes you happy. You take yourself and you begin to process and marinate. You know what? I remember when I went to Hawaii. And what was in Hawaii? I remember the beautiful skies. I remember the sand. I remember the luau's. Ooh, that hotel was off the hook when I went there. The food. I'm talking about, I'm getting somewhere. When you are stressed, guide yourself to a happy place. Because I'm telling you, I actually have done this when folks on their lunch break and they were stressed out because of the job. I said, okay, let's do some guided imagery. Okay, let's take you to the happy place. Because that's where I go. I sit back and sometimes I marinate. You know, I remember, because I like nature. I like the beach. So I take myself to that place. If I can't get there, you know, I begin to take myself there. So that's guided imagery. Another one is deep breathing, okay? Deep breathing, deep breathing. Hold on. Do I have it? Like I say, guys, I'm a information girl. Information girl. So anyway, yeah. What I'm going to do for you guys, if you would like to have more information about this, please direct message me, because I'm telling you, I can give you individual sessions and we can go from there. The sessions are 8 weeks. All of what I talked about, mood and triggers, getting you all the way together. I'm telling you, helping you get you all the way together. And my mission is for people to first heal, and then you grow. And then you're going to gain, and then you're going to maximize your full potential. I'm telling you, you're going to maximize your full potential in life. And that's what God has mandated me. God has mandated me for this season to be a voice, a support system. Because he says, daughter, help my people. They're suffering. I don't know if you guys ever heard of suffering in silence. Many of us suffer in silence. We don't say. We don't say, because society has taught us to put our representative out there. And that person who is, you know, got it all together. We got it all here. Yeah, I got this going. I got that. I'm good. No. Well, I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you. I told you guys this week. Folks, I said my week was not good, okay? Was not good. Okay, I had, what was that? Friday, I did a 2-hour walk. Like I said, it was a situation that was sort of unintentional but intentional type, and I had to go walk. And I had to talk to God because it was heavy. But I got through it, though. I got through it. I mean, I'm still feeling some residual. But I prayed, like I said, and I was able to be in a happy place. Laugh, have my music. Whatever it is that makes me feel good, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I'm telling you, even this year, it ain't been cool for me. But God has given me all the tools that I need to manage, to stabilize, to cope. So I'm just coming to you guys, giving you the best that I got today and next week. And next week, we just gonna roll through it. And I wanted to say also that hereafter, I'm going to be actually doing some overview, or I don't want to say teaching because then you'll run away. It's called Coronavirus Anxiety Resource Book. I'm not going to verbatim. I'm just going to take different excerpts from it because this is the time the insurgent is high, guys. So I want to help you manage because it's helping me. As I'm talking and teaching, I'm going to be teaching myself, okay? All right, I haven't actually, this resource came, which you guys are so blessed. My company and my colleagues themselves, which is what I mean colleagues, organizations, we've all shared this information. So you guys are going to get it for free. For free. So I'm going to give it to you for free so you can be able to manage and calm down. We're going to do this together. We're going to do this together. We're going to deep breathe. We're going to guide ourselves through some imagery. And another one, muscle relaxation. Okay? A muscle relaxation. I want you to relax every part of your body. Preferably find a comfy chair, a bed, somewhere, and relax. Relax. And take and stimulate your eyes, your hands. See how my eyes are closed? Your feet, your legs. Muscle relaxation. And actually, you can find this information and Google it. Muscle relaxation, deep breathing, and guided imagery. You can find these tools through the internet as well. How about that? So anyway, guys, I have talked and talked and talked. But I told you, I got a lot of information. I've got a lot of information to share because I care so much about people. You know, I've been through it. I have years and years and years of experiences, highs and lows, lows and highs. So I'm going to give it to you. And I want you to DM me, direct message me, so that if you want extended support, I am there. Again, I have a coaching business, Perfect Peace Behavioral Coaching Care. And mostly everything, the coaching portion is what you're going to be actually experiencing on a one-on-one. Don't miss it. It's dynamic. And I'm going to stop you there. People might say, well, how much that's going to be? How much that? Let me tell you something. Mental health providers, we don't make any money, okay? Most of us are what you call fee for service, where we get paid per client. Meaning we may make $30 an hour. But if I got 7 clients scheduled and all 7 decide to cancel, I made no money for that day. I don't get a salary. So I have to call, motivate, encourage, and ensure that my clients beat their sessions. And that's the same with coaching. So at $12 a day, $65 a session, I'm telling you, change your life. It will change your life forever. We gonna get goals. On the high end, check it out. There are some coaches charging $200 an hour. $200 an hour. And they're on the high spectrum because they're in demand. And they will put you, before they even talk to you, they put you on a contract, a 6-month contract. Some of them, that's just what they charge. But as far as me, it's not about the money, because as a mental health counselor, I'm not only a mental health counselor, sometimes I endeavor as a case manager. So a lot of my clients with community mental health, they have basic need issues. So I have to call food banks and Rent, think about it. A lot of people can't pay their rent. So I'm, I'm connecting them with resources for their rent. So I do more, and you can't pay what the extra that I do. It's automatic with me. Even as a coach, if you call me the next day and say, Elisa, you know what, I got a question, a concern, I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to say, oh, well, that's that's another $65. No, that's not what I'm going to do, okay? It's not about the money, but it's about you. Healing, gaining, healing, growing, gaining, and maximize your potential. I got to get it right. Okay, that's all I want to see. See, each one, teach one, reach one. It's a domino effect. And then guess what? You'll start doing it. You'll start coaching your family, your friends. That's what God wants us to do. Care and share. Care and share. And that's why I'm on here live, because I care about, it was my season. I waited a long time to do this because it had to be the right season, the timing. So like I said, I appreciate everybody who is tuned in. Please share with your family, your friends. However, if you don't want to do the coaching sessions, that's fine. If the lives are fine, because actually I'm going to be moving toward a podcast, YouTube podcast in the weeks coming. I have some wonderful guests, colleagues of mine. They will actually share information as well. So we're going to do this together, guys. We're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. God is with us. Please be safe out there. Follow the CDC guidelines. Try not to engage in too many stressful moments and drama. Just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and love your families. So I thank you, and you guys have an awesome evening. Love you.